Are you feeling frustrated and discouraged because it seems like you're never going to be able to afford a home? If so, stop everything you're doing because this brand new first-time homebuyer program is your golden ticket to receive 20% down so you can finally stop throwing money away and rent. There are limited funds available for this program, so make sure you reach out at the end of this video so you don't miss out. If your ears are on high alert to find out what the catch is, I felt the same way when I first heard about California's new Dream for All program that just became available March 27th of this year. However, after personally reviewing the entire handbook for this program, I believe that this is one of the best first-time homebuyer programs that has ever been released. In this video, we will outline what is the Dream for All program, how you qualify, and if this program is right for you. So this program provides buyers with financial assistance equal to 20% of the home's purchase price. Those funds can be used towards your down payment and closing costs when purchasing your first home. Once you sell the home or refinance in the future, you would be required to pay back the 20% assistance plus 20% of the home's appreciation. That might be a little confusing at first, so let's take a look at an example. Let's say you buy a home for $500,000. You would receive 20% as down payment assistance. Yes, that's right, they would give you $100,000 to put down. Based on this, your shared appreciation loan amount would be $100,000 and the mortgage loan would be $400,000. Let's say you want to move in 5 years and you sell your home for $700,000. At that time, you would repay the shared appreciation loan of $100,000 plus 20% of the appreciation. In this example, the home has appreciated by $200,000 and you would owe 20% of the appreciation, which would be $40,000. So after selling the home for $700,000, you would pay back the shared appreciation loan of $100,000 plus $40,000 for the 20% of the appreciation, which is a total of $140,000. And after paying the first mortgage balance of $375,000, that would leave you with $185,000 in equity in your pocket. For buyers that earn less than 80% of the median income in their area, they can receive an additional benefit of having the appreciation shares being reduced from 20% to a max of 15%. In the same example we used, this buyer would only pay $30,000 in shared appreciation, giving them a total of $195,000 in equity after the loans are paid off. To find your median income, enter your address in the link in the video description below. One of the great things about this program is that the 20% assistance can be used towards your down payment and your closing costs. So you could put 15% down and use the remaining 5% to cover your closing costs, essentially allowing you to come in with nothing out of pocket. If you use the full 20% as down payment though, you can avoid paying mortgage insurance, which is going to further reduce your total monthly payment. Now, this program can only be used to buy single-family homes, condominiums, or manufactured homes. This would rule out multi-unit properties. One of the common questions about this program is when the repayment and share of appreciation is actually due. There are a few trigger events which would cause you to pay the funds back. If you ever add someone to title or try to take someone off title in a divorce, for example, this would cause a repayment to kick in. If you ever sell the property, pay off the loan, or have a notice of default or refinance the property, this would also cause the repayment of both loans. One of the big concerns initially was that refinancing the loan would trigger the repayment of the principal and shared appreciation. However, they address this by allowing you to refinance once during your ownership. But if you just kept the home for 30 years, you wouldn't be required to pay back the down payment or shared appreciation until you paid off the loan. There is a max limit for the repayment amount. This is equal to 2.5 times the original loan amount. In California, where home values can increase significantly, this helps provide some protection to home buyers. Unlike many other first-time homebuyer programs that are incredibly challenging to qualify for, the Dream for All program is actually fairly straightforward. So to qualify, you must purchase in California and you must be a first-time homebuyer. To qualify as a first-time homebuyer, everyone on the loan must have not owned a home or been on title in the last 3 years. However, if you purchased a home 10 years ago and you sold it 4 years ago, you are again a first-time homebuyer under this program. Everyone on the loan must also occupy the property as a primary residence. This means that if you have someone that wants to co-sign with you, they must also occupy the property. This program will also allow you a 60-day grace period to occupy the property. So if the seller of the home needs a rent back after the close of escrow, you can allow them up to 2 months to stay after close. Next, you have to take 2 required education courses to qualify. The first is the CalHEFA Shared Appreciation Homebuyer course, And this course is free and reviews how the program works. The second is an 8-hour required Pell Hefa homebuyer education course that costs $99, and it helps buyers become more familiar with the buying process so they can make a more informed decision along the way, which I think is a great idea. There also can be income limits based on the county you live in. Go ahead and hit the pause button so you can take a look at the income limits in your county. If you're buying in Sonoma County, all buyers on the loan would have to have a combined income of $223,000 or less. And this is actually fairly generous as it makes it more accessible to a larger group of buyers. There's a minimum FICO score requirement of 680 and a debt to income restriction of 45%. If you have a credit score of 700 and above, the debt to income ratio jumps up to 50%. And that additional 5% can have a significant impact on how much someone can qualify for. You're going to need to connect with a qualified loan officer to help determine what your debt to income ratio is. The maximum loan amount an individual can qualify for is the conforming loan limit of $726,200. However, those that live in a high cost area can now take advantage of the high balance limit, which is based on the county you live in. The high balance limit in Sonoma County is $861,350, which means you wouldn't be able to get a loan over this amount. There will be an additional fee of getting a loan above the conforming loan limit, which is equal to approximately 1.7% of the loan amount. So if you bought a home and your loan amount was $800,000, you would pay an additional fee of approximately $13,600 because it would be classified as a high balance loan. So this is the only down payment assistance program where you are getting a loan up to 20% and have it not increase your monthly payment. This is the issue for nearly every other down payment assistance program out there. This will also allow many buyers that can't qualify the opportunity to finally purchase. And for those that are concerned about giving up the equity, the question to ask is, what is the alternative? In Sonoma County, the median rent is $3,500 a month. And based on this, in just 1 year, you would throw $42,000 away in rent while trying to save for your down payment. If it only took you 3 years to save for just a 10% down payment, you would have lost $126,000 in rent in the meantime. This is likely going to be more than the equity share that you would be giving up under this program. Buyers who purchase a fixer or add many improvements to their home will likely experience a great appreciation and therefore will be giving up a larger share of equity in the future. In addition, with the possibility of a recession, it is possible that home values go down in certain areas of California. For buyers that decide on selling in the next 1 to 2 years, this could result in them owing more than what the property is worth. And to avoid this, buyers should go into their purchase with the goal of owning long term. The good news is that if there is no market appreciation at the point of sale, only the down payment assistance loan would be due. There would be no shared appreciation due. Lastly, while many don't plan for it, divorce could be an issue for some future owners of this program. If a partner wanted to be removed from the loan, any changes in title would cause repayment for the entire Dream for All loan. California has allocated $3 million in funds for this program, which will only provide assistance for an estimated 2,300 homes in California. There are currently not any plans of renewing the funds, so money will only go back into this program when the loans are repaid in the future. Also, once this program starts to gain momentum over the coming weeks, one of the greatest challenges is that buyers are going to experience increased competition with more buyers entering the market. And with less than 430 homes available currently in Sonoma County, this will cause a more competitive environment and prices to increase. To help minimize this, you should get started today. To see if you qualify for this program or if you have any questions, give me a call or email me at the contact information below.